we are going to be talking about Spider-Man Far From Home theories. Hey, what's up you guys? So, welcome back to another Disney Magic video. Today we're going to be talking about some Far From Home theory videos, or theories that we have, not theory videos, what? But you can go check out theory videos also, if you want.
And sorry about the lighting, I don't think it's going to be that great, like it's not working with us today, so just bear with us.
And the quality might not be that great either.
So,
let's just get started.
Okay, so before we actually get into, I know we said let's get into it, but before we get into it, we just want to warn you guys, this is spoilers for Avengers the Endgame, of course, so if you haven't seen Avengers the Endgame, please don't watch this and come back to it after you have finished watching Avengers the Endgame.
Please watch, or save this to like watch later, so you can watch this later and go on that playlist, because if you don't, okay. It's fine.
If I'm reading off of paper, it's because that's where all our theories are on. Okay, and these theories are not made by me. Well, there's some of them are made by me.
Only one.
But Sony kind of wrote all these theories out. So, let's get started. So, first one is that Mysterio isn't good. So, in Spider-Man, if you didn't know, there is a villain, not villain, we don't know yet, but there's like some sort of like partner, maybe like villain named Mysterio, and he claims to be from a different timeline.
Or
Earth,
an alternate
like
timeline.
313 or something like that.
Yeah.
I know we're Earth 616.
Yeah.
Realities, Peter. This is Earth, dimension 616. I'm from Earth 833.
But yeah, you guys might be thinking like, wait, but isn't the element supposed to be the villain? They are the villain, but we think that Mysterio is gonna like trick them because he seems to know so much about these elements that maybe Mysterio is the one controlling these elements. And the alternate universes doesn't really make too much sense because when Thanos, why don't you explain?
Okay, so basically, so he could only be coming right now because, like if someone told you, oh, I'm from an alternate timeline, or I'm from a different Earth or something, you would not believe it. But no one would believe that someone would just disintegrate after a snap. So you wouldn't expect that. So after that happened, it's like, well, anything could be possible, I guess. And that's why he could be coming now, and
and that's like he's tricking them, being like, oh yeah, so that snap created alternate universes, but truly it didn't create alternate universes, and he's saying that. But yeah, I actually do think Mysterio is going to be a villain because in Jimmy Kimmel Live, it just came out I think today or yesterday, but well, today is May 10th, so maybe like May 9th. Don't know, this video comes out. But in that video, he was kind of like, I always thought Mysterio, or Jimmy Kimmel was like, I always thought Mysterio was a villain.
Yeah.
And in this, he seems like to be a good guy. And they're kind of like, oh, yeah. So maybe he is actually.
Yeah, and so for this theory, I went so in depth that I went into like Spider-Man comics. And I actually found that Mysterio seems to also be like trickster in some comics. So I believe that if they're going to go off, they found Mysterio from the comics, obviously. So they'd kind of, like, use that, and then you'd be like, oh, so he's a trickster, so he could be kind of be like Loki, or something, I don't know. So, next theory. So, the next theory is how Miles could be related to this.
So Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales from Into the Spideyverse and stuff. So, what I was thinking for this is, when we all know in that scene where Spider-Man was doing a horrible interrogation in Spider-Man Homecoming, he interrogated a man with a nephew.
Oh yeah, the guy who's supposed to be like the uncle or something.
Yes. So he says, I have a nephew. And Miles. So Miles could be so basically what I was thinking is Miles could be younger at that scene. Like, he could be, like, I don't know, like, really young. Like, I don't know, like,
7.
9 or 7 or yeah.
Well, if we would do the math out, Miles becomes Spidey at like 15, yeah.
So he'd be like around 10. Around 10.
No, because Spider-Man Homecoming came out also like 2016.
7.
Yeah, 7-ish, you know, young age.
Yeah, okay.
Elementary.
Okay, so basically, we're thinking that in Homecoming, he could have been really young. We don't know how young, because I'm not really, knowing. But at that time. And then he could have survived the snap and grew up 5 years up, and Spider-Man died. So, if you think about it...
Oh, I get it. So you mean that period of time when Spider-Man wasn't here, Miles was there?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then, you know how Spider-Man died, and, like, it kind of makes sense. So I'm thinking, like, if Mysterio is actually, like, telling the truth about everything...
I was gonna say that theory
this could, like, when it opened, and he could have been already, like, Spider-Man, kind of, but, like, no one really knew or anything. He was, like, keeping it low. And then as Spideyverse comes in, and how all these other people come in, you know, like, I don't know how to make sense.
I know what you're talking about. So basically, you know, when he says, so let's just ignore the fact that we think that Mysterio is saying that there are that he's pretending that there are alternate universes. But even if they actually were. And we're saying that Miles Morales could come in from another alternate universe into the MCU universe and kind of meet Spider-Man. That could be a post-credit scene. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and
do that.
Or, which I don't really think this is gonna be true, but I kind of was like, I don't know, maybe this could happen. Maybe somehow he could like find Shield and then like train with him somehow.
Who, Miles?
Yeah, Miles. But I don't really believe that theories would be correct.
Yeah, I would kind of be confused. Like, how would he find Shield? Because I know Shield is in London.
Yeah, or I just feel like they like somehow know who Miles is because of their suits. I feel like the suits like really remind me of Miles. I don't really think that's true. The two things that I just said.
Though. The suits actually do look like Miles because it's black and red, except it's a lot more red instead of black.
Yeah.
So I mean, kind of maybe relating to Miles, but
don't
I
know.
think that would be an awesome post-credit scene to just have Miles. And then it could be like, oh my god, Miles Morales is finally coming. And then the third one be about Miles Morales. And maybe Miles could take over Spidey. And
yeah.
Okay, next is, so after the snap, we think Peter Parker in this movie is going to be more focusing on being friends
with his schoolmates.
Friends, yeah. Kind of being more close to the schoolmates rather than trying to become an Avenger, since he's already an Avenger. So, in Spider-Man Homecoming, Peter was so obsessed with becoming an Avenger, being like, I guess, Iron Man, or being a superhero.
Yeah, like he like gave up going to the pool party. Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt.
Yeah,
he gave up to going to the pool party. He said like, oh no, I gotta do something or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
he was so caught up in like trying to prove himself to Tony Stark that he didn't really spend a lot of time with his friends. We all know that Peter is an Avenger now.
Yes.
So I think now that Peter has reached his goal of becoming an Avenger, we think that he's going to be focusing more on becoming friends with his friends.
His schoolmates, because he's not friends with them yet.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of is, like, with Ned, but, like, the whole decathlon team, he's not really friends with.
Yeah.
And, like, he's going to be focusing
and also
more on...
he, like,
he's going to be focusing more on, you know, having a crush on MJ, kind of more of what we saw Spider-Man.
Stuff. Because, like, you know, Spider-Man has always been smart, and then he would, like, kind of, like, drift from it. And he was always, like, he, like, got detention and stuff.
Yeah, and I think the whole vacation scene is him being like, okay, I'm going to stop being Spider-Man, and I kind of want to go and take a break since after everything happened, I had to work really hard because maybe there was a lot of crime, we don't know. So we think that he's going to be more close with his friends until S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up, and S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of crashes it all with Mysterio. And maybe that's why he's like, where's Thor? Like, why me? Because he wants to spend more time with his friends. And also,
that's why he's like, he literally said these, like, exact lines. We can just play the clip. It's basically when Spidey's complaining about how he wants to be with MJ instead of the S.H.I.E.L.D.
I want to go back on my trip with the girl who I really like and tell her how I feel.
Yeah, because we think he's going to be focusing more on his friends and more on having a crush on MJ and kind of, you know, yeah.
Getting more friends, you know,
Yeah.
like getting to know his schoolmates, because...
Yeah, because, I mean, he didn't spend time with them at all in Homecoming.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the last one.
Just sorry this video is really short. I didn't want to make too many theories because we don't really know that much about it,
Yeah.
so...
It's better for short people watch it when it's shorter.
Yeah. So, the last theory, you guys should already know, is Iron Man alive?
Loopy 3000.
This, I just have a whole paragraph, so I'm just gonna, like, read it. So, this is our last theory, and I saved the best for last. Not really. This is, like, somehow...
This theory's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm an
but I
Iron Man
really
fan,
think
but-
that somehow this could make sense. Roop kind of gets it. I'm gonna explain it to her, and she kind of gets it. So if I don't make sense, I never do. So in the trailer, it shows a reminder of how Tony Stark has passed away multiple times.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Sometimes people die.
The world needs the next Iron Man.
And he has to sacrifice his... No, okay. I didn't mean that he died multiple times.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
Oh yeah, I
But
meant
they
that
reminded us
they kept
multiple
reminding
times
us
that Iron Man
has
died.
passed away
And that
because
he
he
sacrificed himself.
sacrificed himself for the greater good. So this theory leads to many others. Not really. I just said that to like really hold the suspension. So suspension is real. Basically, the theory is like he can't be alive. He won't be like alive, but we could have some voice of Tony Stark or RDJ, either one you want to call him. He's the same person, really. And we could basically say that his voice is going to be kind of like a Jarvis. So you know how like Karen was to Spidey? It could be like now, instead of Karen's voice, it could
Tony
be
Stark.
Tony Stark's voice. And what I believe in this is basically, so in the scene, there's him, Tom Holland, oh my god, Peter Parker, taking off the glasses, and he's like shocked. No, he's putting on the glasses.
No,
I don't remember.
I think he's taking them off and he's going like that.
So I think basically in this scene, he has a shocked face because he's unlocked a like secret message for Peter.
Peter unlocked a secret message that Tony recorded for him.
So basically what I was thinking is, you know how Tony Stark he made suits? That's what our theory was. He like made suits for Peter, but just hoping that he could come alive, you know? That's how he gets suits. And
Yeah,
stuff.
that's like another theory that we kind of had that was kind of.
But it was like really short.
Yeah.
No point in putting it
I
in.
mean, we kind of know he probably did.
So that's what we think, but I was also thinking, what if he recorded a secret message in these glasses? But along with this message, there's not only one theory, there's another theory, but it's all in one theory. He also has made himself as a Jarvis for Peter. But not only this, it's also could have made,
He also could.
have made suits
Yeah.
for Peter, which I already said. And yeah, hoping that he could have came back.
Yeah, so overall, because Sonny's got a little bit running on that, but overall, we think that Tony is going to put himself into a Jarvis type of system, like how
And
Karen and Jarvis was like, so that he's the one doing all the stuff for Peter.
And
it's
it says
going to
in
be
this in the
Tony
message.
Stark voice. And Peter's going to find this out from the part where he takes off his glasses. And at that part where he takes off his glasses,
He sees
Tony
it.
is going to have all these suits that he made during the 5 years of Endgame. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I know this was a somewhat of a shorter video than what we usually do.
For theory
So
videos.
if you really want to see an in-depth discussion about
Not really.
our thoughts about Spider-Man and kind of more theories that we have that are like a little bit more specific, go watch our live. It should be somewhere up here on the iCard.
It's right here.
But yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And comment down below any other theories you guys have. And don't forget to have a magical day.